Good morning, all of you. Hope all are doing well. And today, the topic is divisibility rules. And we know the division. So, without dividing, if we know some divisibility rules of the numbers, then by seeing only we can say the number is divisible by certain number or not. What are those divisibility rules we are going to discuss today and see. The first one is divisibility rule of 2. Divisibility rule of 2. If a number contains 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8 as the last digit, if a number of the last digit is 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8, then that number is divisible by 2. For example, 32, 94, 126, 348 and 4000. See, in this number, the last digits 0, 2, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. If the last digit of the number is 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8, then the number is divisible by 2. Check. 32. As we know the division, 2 16s 32 is equals to 0. So if we check like this division, so all the numbers will divisible by 2. So by seeing only without division we can tell if we know this divisibility rule of 2. What it is? If a number has 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8 as the last digit, then that number is divisible by 2. And the next divisibility rule of 3. Divisibility rule of 3 is if the sum of all digits of a number is divisible by 3, then that number is divisible by 3. Once again, if the sum of all digits of a number is divisible by 3, then that number is divisible by 3. For example, 123 and one more 492 and one more 5382. See these numbers, add the sum, that means find the sum of digits, that means 1 plus 2 plus 3 is equals to 6. Here 4 plus 9 plus 2 is equals to 4 plus 9 13, 13 plus 2 15, and the next 5 plus 3 plus 8 plus 2. So 5 plus 3 is 8, 8 plus 8 16, 16 plus 2 18. So look here, the sum of the digits is 6. 6 is divisible by 3. So this number is divisible by 3. And the next sum of the digits here 15. 15 is divisible by 3. 3 5s are. So the number is divisible by 3. And the next sum of the digits in this number 18. 18 is divisible by 3. 3 6s are. So this number is divisible by 3. So if we know the divisibility rule of 3, by saying only just we can say without division if the number is divisible by 3 or not. Next divisibility rule of 4. See listen, the divisibility rule of 4 is if last two digits of a number, is divisible by 4, then the total number is divisible by 4. What is the one number I have taken here? 7436. Last two digits are 36. 36 is divisible by 4. 4 9s are. So this number is divisible by 4. Check. 7436 with 4 1s are 4, 3 remainder, bring down 4. Next it will becomes 34. Now 4 8s, 32. Remainder is 2. Bring down 3. Now 4 5s, 20. Remainder 3. Bring down 6. Next 4 9s, 36. So 36 minus 36, 0. So it is completely divided. Now without this division, if we know the divisibility rule of 4, what it is, if last two digits are divisible by 4, then the whole number will divisible by 4. Sometimes the 5 digits number, 6 digits numbers also will be need not to divide the whole number. Just apply the rule. Check the last two digits. If the last two digits divisible, then we can say whole number is divisible by 4. Next, divisibility rule of 5. The divisibility rule of 5 is if last digit of a number is 0 or 5, then that number is divisible by 5. For example, 530. See the last digit here. It is 0. So according to rule, I can say this number is divisible by 5. Let's check. 530. 5 ones are 5. Bring down 3. 3 not divisible. Keep 0 in the quotient and bring down one more digit, that is last digit. Now 5 6 30. Look, 5 divides completely. Without division, we can say, if we know the rule of divisibility rule of 5, one more number, 135. Here last digit is 5. According to the rule of divisibility rule of 5, if the last number is 0 or 5, then that number is divisible by 5. So we can say this number is divisible by 5. Let's check by using normal division. 5 2s are 10, 3 is the remainder, bring down 5, then it becomes 35. 5 7s, 35. See, this is by using normal division. Now without doing this division, we can say, if we know the rule, what it is, once again listen. If last digit of a number is 0 or 5, then that number is divisible by 5. So we can say even 10 digits number also without division. If the last digit for 0 or 5, if it is divisible by 5, otherwise not divisible by 5. And the next, divisibility rule of 6. The divisibility rule of 6 is if a number is divisible by 2 and 3 both, it should divisible by both 2 and 3, then only the number is divisible by 6. That means take one number 294. Check this number is divisible by 6 or not. Before checking 6, we have to check whether this number is divisible by 2 and 3 or not. So first with 2. According to the divisibility rule of 2, if last digit is 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, then that number is divisible by 2. Here the last digit is 4, it is divisible by 4. So it is, that means 294 is divisible by 2. And next we have to check for 3 also. 3 means the sum of the digits should be divisible by 3. What is the sum of the digit? 2 plus 9 plus 4. 2 plus 9, 11, 11 plus 4, 15. 15 is divisible by 3. 3 5s are. So this number 294 is divisible by 2 and also divisible by 3. It is divisible by 3 also. So this number divisible by both 2 and 3. So it is divisible by 6. Once again the divisibility rule of 6. To be divisible by 6, the number should be divisible by both 2 and 3. And the next divisibility rule of 8. The divisibility rule of 8 is if last 3 digits of a number is divisible by 8, then it is divisible by 8. For example, one number I will take 5730. 84. So I told earlier, just if a number is, if the divisibility rule of 4 is, if last two digits divisible by 4, then that number is divisible by 4. For 8, if last three digits divisible by 3, sorry, if last three digits divisible by 8, then the whole number is divisible by 8. Let's check last three digits. 784. 8 nines 72. So after subtraction, reminder 6, bring down next digit 4. It is 64 now. 8 8s 64. So last three digits here getting divisible by 8. So we can say now the whole number is divisible by 8. Not only for this 4 digit number, even 7 digits, 10 digits, whatsoever the number will be. Just check the last three digits. If the last three digits are getting divisible by 8, then we can say the whole number is getting divisible by, should be divisible by 8. Next, divisibility rule of 9.